Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 16th to the 31st, 2023 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This really helps out my channel and really helps it grow, so thank you so very much. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time, Gemini. And I apologize for my voice and all that. I have a bit of a cold. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Here we have justice reversed. We could be having a bit of trouble with a Libra energy. That could be the case. But we can also feel like things aren't balanced. Things aren't just. Here's the thing. Sometimes in our life, when we're going through our existence, we start to learn that certain things will never be balanced and they will never be just. And an understanding of that is part of a wisdom that we accumulate over time. It doesn't mean that we, just like roll over and play dead to being treated poorly or anything like that, anything really negative. But there is this sense here at times with justice reversed is that sometimes things aren't just and aren't fair. And I know me as a little kid, I keep on seeing me as younger, really had a hard time with that. Like, it should be just, it should be fair. I very much thought that way. And then as I grew, I realized that some things don't have a rhyme or reason to them. We don't always get the answers that we want. So, or that we even need. So here, that's just coming forward. And I'm not saying this to be pessimistic, this message from Spirit to be pessimistic. I'm just saying, what Spirit is saying is that sometimes there isn't a clear answer to things. And we want that, white page, black print, here are the rules and this is how everybody lives. And some people don't live by that at all. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, we have two. So here we have centered, reverse, and we have harmony, which is telling us that we can be having a little bit of difficulty right now, Gemini, being centered and being in harmony with ourselves, making sure that we take time to meditate, take time to quiet ourselves, center ourselves, be connected with us and embrace our own soul's harmony, not what's harmonious for anybody else, but what's harmonious for ourselves is going to be astoundingly important. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay, so I love that the only card we have upright here is the 10 of Pentacles, and that's a brilliant card to have upright. We can be having a bit of difficulty with a father figure, a masculine energy. Just to note that with the Emperor reverse, there can be somebody where we're like, we're not really getting on with them right now, or we don't really see their follow through in things. It's the nicest way to put it. We do have the Devil energy. This could be an Aries. This could be a Capricorn energy that we have a bit of trouble with. But the Devil energy is also, we're starting to see addictions fall away. They're not only the addictions that we think of, drugs, alcohol, sex, food, those type of things, but they're also anxiety, fear. It can be, self-sabotage. These addictions are starting to fall away. We're starting to see ourselves because we have the Tower reversed. We're starting to rebuild. We're rebuilding our lives. We're moving things forward. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. We can have a bit of issues with a mother figure because the Queen of Cups is as close to the Empress as we get in the Minor Arcana. But what we're also going to see here is that sometimes the niceness, the it's okay mentality that we have had, we're starting to change, and we're really starting to put our foot down on certain things and say, I can love you with all my heart and soul, but this isn't right. This isn't okay. And we can even see from the ruins of a relationship, okay, whether we be the masculine party or the feminine party, it doesn't matter. We're going to start to see us rebuilding, and we're starting to see the negative patterns falling away. Not falling away like, we'll never fall prey to them again, unfortunately, because sometimes we do tend to go back to familiar patterns, but that we're looking at it and saying, this isn't right for me. This isn't right for me. And we're freeing ourselves slowly, steadily, and purposefully. With the Ten of Pentacles, we have prosperity, success, generational wealth coming forward, bounty, abundance, and beauty. We are crowned with the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is things are going to be happening very, very quickly. Well, it's the Eight of Wands reversed. So things are going to be happening very quickly, but they're also going to be happening very slowly at the same exact time, because I just saw the speed, but I was like, wow, why is it that we're tumbling? Because the witch is upside down. And that's what Spirit said, oh, it's reversed, Dane. So it's going to be a little bit interesting, because as we're moving forward, we can kind of gain such a momentum that we tumble, that we fall. When you're little and you're running down a hill and you have your arms open and you're running so fast that you can almost feel like you're flying, and then you fall and you trip and you have that moment of feeling like you're flying before you hit the ground. That can be that. Like, we can have something that we're gaining such speed and then the wind just got knocked out of us. It doesn't have to be now. It could have been something that happened earlier. But we're going to start to see that we're building from this tumble, from this fall, from this chaos of things happening. With the Queen of Cups reversed, we can find things to be challenging during water time periods. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We can also find the Capricorn and the Aries time period to be a bit challenging for us, or we're looking at that time on our calendar, kind of contemplating something becoming much more real and much more focused. There's a prosperity and a success. We're worried, yes. But I really don't think we have much to be worried about. There is a sense that things fall into harmony. It may not be necessarily the way that we had visioned, and we're having a bit of discord with harmony right now, but it is the way that Spirit needs it to be. It's the way that Spirit's guiding us forward. It's the way that it's written in our Akashic records. And I know that might sound kind of live and let live type of thing, but some things, no matter how much we try to stop, the waters from flowing, we cannot stop it. And that's going to be something that we're very aware of right now, Gemini. And there's a change. There's a change in what we're looking for. There's also a change in our masculine energy. We can be finding it hard personally to connect with our masculine side, and we can be finding it hard to connect with our feminine side. Not as much as we're finding it hard to connect with our masculine side, but it is something that we have to note, that we can feel a little bit adrift before we find our balance. And before we find, this is what's right for me. Masculine energy is movement. Feminine energy is meditation. We need to find a harmony between our movement and our meditation, because we'll tend to do all of one or all of the other, or just kind of get stuck somewhere, not really finishing either task. Like the movement, we don't really finish all our tasks, and the meditation, we don't sit quietly and connect. We can find it very hard even to be with our own thoughts, or we can find it that, our body is just telling us to slow down right now for a minute. So that's going to be something that is also very powerful here, listening to our body and also putting things in motion, saying, okay, well, I might not want to go for a walk, but I know I'm going to feel better once I do. So let's dive deeper. And remember, if physically we cannot go for a walk, just even being able to visualize ourselves up and walking, just being able to have that power of mind can be astoundingly beneficial, because our spirit can feel like, oh, I went on that walk, or oh, I had that adventure, even if physically we cannot. So let's see what else the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. And then we have these two. Oh, it's so interesting. So I love these cards reversed. With the world reversed, it doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that instead of going out there and being in the middle of everything, it's like the world gets just a little bit smaller, a little bit quieter. The Nine of Swords reverse is worry, fear, and anxiety. We're moving away from that energy, especially while we sleep. Tracking our stress while we sleep can be highly beneficial to us on a personal level. We're going to see ourselves moving away from the stress and the chaos. It moves us to the Two of Wands that we're crowned with. The Eight of Wands reversed, the Two of Wands, a door is opening. It's not going to happen as quickly as we want, but there is a sense of seeing more. It can take us, a bit of a minute, not a New York minute, but a long minute to be able to walk through and say, this is what I want and this is what I need. We're finding balance. We were too emotional about something. There was something that was tearing us apart because we felt like it was just our whole heart that was in it. There's going to be a balance to that. There has to be a balance to that. With the Tower, we are going to see ourselves rebuilding with the King of Pentacles, more prosperous, more bountiful, more stable, on more stable ground than we were before. Seeing things being more interconnected, seeing things, leading to goals that we really want. The King of Pentacles is also Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's something here with the Devil and lies. I mean, go figure. But with the Devil energy, okay, and lies, we're cutting through doubts and fears and negativity, and a lot of what has bound us has been lies, okay? It can be something that was true, but it was true kind of once upon a time. It's not true for us anymore. It's very interesting here. We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles coming forward. We have the Queen reverse. We have a soulmate energy. We have something presenting itself during this time that has the potential to make us a lot of money and has the potential to really call on our own sacred talents. We're not going to be fully ready for them to come together. This is like that couple that meets and realizes that, oh my gosh, we went to like the same schools or we hung out at the same places, but we never met each other until years and years down the line. So that's the energy that's here. It doesn't mean that it has to take years and years, but it just means that right now this energy is going to be missing each other, and it can feel a bit frustrating for us, most definitely, but it's going to be something that mellows itself out. It will come together in time. We're meant to know pieces. We're meant to more connect with the kinetic masculine energy, the energy of movement, okay? During this time, the energy of contemplation, that can be a bit harder for us, or the ability to see ourselves as a person who plants the seeds, who nurtures those seeds, and who, dresses in the finery that we want and need. We can be looking at things and saying, okay, these are the actions that I have to do, but we can be neglecting kind of more the aesthetic side, the sense of this is how I'm going to dress and this is how I'm going to take care of myself and take care of things in order to present this air of wealth. So just know that is coming, that there is going to be kind of like this overhaul or this makeover, if you like. But there's a sense here that we're doing it, we're first like building it up, like bricks and mortaring it first before we actually step into the finer garb and we step into that energy just completely. That's going to come. We need to be mindful of things feeling a bit out of our control. We have the Chariot here. The Chariot is Cancer energy, so that energy can feel a little bit chaotic to us. But there's also a sense of like not fully being able to take the reins, not being fully able to move things forward the way that we want to. There's something that we're discovering, or there's something that's out of our control. And it's around this masculine energy. It can be this person is just emotionally unstable. That needs to be acknowledged. And it's like, I can't change their emotional instability. It can also be that there's too much emotion in this, like too much chaotic emotion in this right now, and I need to step back. So just being aware of that can be very beneficial to us, because it's not something that we can control. We cannot ever control another human being. We can, we can send out our own vibrational energy. We have, power over us up to a certain extent, right? But we don't have that power over another. And there's almost a sense of like, I have to let the reins go. I'm trying to control this. I'm trying to control this. And here with the Chariot reverse, it's letting those reins go. It really is. It's saying, I can't. It's draining me too much. And that's going to be a very important thing. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Tower reverse. And this is the fact that we're breaking free of something that has taken up a lot of our time, a lot of our energy, has caused a lot of chaos within our lives. And it's not necessarily going to be just. And I don't mean that something isn't going to work out the way that we want it to. But we're looking and saying it's not fair. And Spirit's saying it wasn't meant to be. And I know that is a harsh thing to hear, but it wasn't meant to be fair. For some of us Geminis, we were put in an impossible situation. And it wasn't fair, and it wasn't right, and it doesn't have a rhyme or reason to it. But there is a power to us coming out the other end and being done with this chaotic, hurtful, hateful time. It leads us to our subconscious spirit energy. And here it is angelic. It is knowing our angels are with us. It is knowing that there is beauty and grace and brilliance in our world, and absolutely embracing it, and absolutely being empowered. It moves us. And that's going to be a thing that really takes somebody off. It's like through all the muck and all the mire, there's still a blessing to you, Gemini. And somebody here, it's like somebody in this energy sphere, they just kind of want to see everything burnt to the ground. And the fact that they can't do that is ticking them off. Keep on connecting with your angels. Keep on connecting with you. And keep on, raising your energy vibration. That's all that we can do. That's all that we can do. And there's power in that. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message. And it's the 10 of Swords. We're slaying dragons. And the 7 of Cups. We're letting go of certain dreams that, they might not have worked out. It's not what I wished for. It's not what I hoped for. But I've slayed the dragons. And there's a power. And there's a determination. Like there's a resurrection of spirit here. There's a fierceness here, Gemini, that can absolutely take your breath away. If you embrace it. If you say, this is me. Kind of that warrior, kind of Joan of Arc energy, or St. George energy where I slay the dragon. But I see the Joan of Arc energy of like, this is completely unexpected. This is completely unexpected, but it is completely powerful. So know here that there is a power and a force and a brilliance to you. It's time to embrace it. The 10 of Swords, something has been overkill. We can be thinking about it too much, like playing it over in our minds too much, or, it's become a monster in and of itself. We're slaying that monster, and we're seeing ourselves rise wiser and better than we were before. It's not maybe what we wished for, but it's what we needed. And it's a wish hidden, okay? Excuse me. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini, and may blessings and prosperity always be with you. God bless.